What happened to that one female esports team? Is actually a question that has been asked many times, and the answer is usually the same. So I figured that we're going to be watching this specific video documentary called What Happened to That All-Female League of Legends Team. Let's just jump straight into the video, shall we?
The year is 2011. And Riot Games is hosting the first ever League of Legends World Championship.
11 years ago.
The event only had a couple hundred spectators present, but garnered over 200,000 viewers watching live. And the prize pool of such event was $100,000.
God damn.
1 year later, these numbers would become insignificant.
100,000.
The esports viewer base increased dramatically.
There's still more than some Apex tournaments.
Their players thousands of dollars to now millions of dollars. And the rest is history. As the years went by, League of Legends never slowed down and only kept growing. However, as the scene became bigger, some people started having questions about the participants. Because although esports had evolved in every way possible,
look at that CGI dragon.
Stand out. Why are there no girls? This made people wonder
why are there dragons but no girls? Riot
stated women couldn't compete in League of Legends esports. But the answer was no. Gender was not an issue. To be a participant in the LCS, all you had to do was be over a certain age depending on your country.
Oh, 17th
Instead,
birthday.
The simple answer to why there are no females in professional League of Legends is simply that there are no female players at the level of the professional players. But we're gonna put in this for now and come back to this topic later. Because the exclusion of women in esports actually ended up spawning teams that would entirely consist of women. The goal in a lot of these teams is to prove that girl gamers are just as good as the boys. This is their words, not mine. But how could they prove this when some of these teams would barely compete in anything as professional?
I don't know if he's gonna touch up on Team Siren. If he doesn't, we have to watch a trailer. It's some of the funniest. It's so funny.
Players. These teams aren't participating in any established leagues or tournaments. Instead, taking a look at a team like PandaCute, an all-female team from Hong Kong sponsored by Razer, they specifically only competed against other random female teams. At no point would these all-female teams be able to prove anything. But all this would change in 2018.
Let's go.
With Vaevictis Esports.
Hey.
A team who participates in the LCL, the Russian equivalent of the LCS. This was just a regular esports team. It was entirely comprised of male players. But at one point, it seemed that the organization was struggling to fund their professional team. They dropped all their players and put up their franchise slot up for sale.
I wonder how much one of those is worth.
Going twice?
No one bought it.
It's like 20 million for Overwatch League. I don't know how much it is for LCL.
The league, despite the fact that they already threw away all their players. So apparently the only logical solution was to create a brand new team consisting of female players. Now, regardless of how bizarre this situation was, this decision would create a dynamic which until now had never existed. For the first time ever, a team fully comprised of female players would be competing in a tournament officially organized by Riot Games. This meant that despite how unlikely it would be, there was actually a statistical chance that an all-female team could make it to Worlds, the highest level of competitive League of Legends.
I like the graphics in
It obviously didn't happen. But in some alternate universe, Faker is crying because he lost to a player named Triggered. The story of Vaevictis plays out like a movie or a show that starts off by telling you how the story ends. You just don't know how they're gonna get there. And I say this because after participating in 2 splits
Netflix, when you're picking up a show about this,
they were officially removed from the tournament. So let's rewind and ask the big question. What happened?
What happened?
Let's begin on day 1, February 16, 2019. The inaugural match of the all-female Vaevictis Esports. They lost 12-1. However, tomorrow they play again and will have another chance at proving themselves.
Wasn't this a team that had like the fastest defeats?
Vaevictis Esports versus Vega Squad.
Oh no, don't go on Reddit for this.
31 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
37 seconds. 52 to 2. I've seen people get a 14-day suspension for less. Me and the boys. Smurfing in iron. If I had this KDA in a ranked game, I would be banned.
My girls almost had them. Draft was slightly off.
but it's a good progress.
Good
Next
progress.
time.
Next time, boys.
For those who aren't entirely League of Legends savvy, a score of 52-2 is horrible.
There's no exceptions.
With a disastrous opening game, Vaevictis Gaming instantly became a meme within the League of Legends community. The English-speaking world...
If you watch football, I guess that would be like Brazil getting 7-1 by Germany. No, that's not even accurate. That'd be like Brazil getting 40-1 by Germany.
generally have no reason to care about the Russian professional scene traction on the League of Legends subreddit. But there would be a thread created for each and every single match of Vaevictis Gaming. Now, of
that's
course,
cool.
not all of
That's
these
a good
threads
sale.
were that popular. After the first couple headlines, people got the message. There's a pro team in Russia consisting of all female players, and they suck. So over time, this became old news and people moved on. Until 1 month after their infamous debut, they would make headlines again.
Oh, what did
This
it do?
time because Vaevictis Esports broke a record.
Oh.
The record for the fastest defeat in the LCL.
Yes.
On March 3rd, 2019, Vaevictis Esports lost a game of professional
No
League
way.
of Legends in 13 minutes.
Oh my god.
To put that
13
into
minutes.
perspective, an average game of League is about 30 minutes long. Additionally, in order to surrender, the game requires you to have played at least for 15 minutes.
Yeah, you have to play for 15 minutes and then you can surrender. Like, you can basically go, okay, well, this game's over. We surrender, go next, right? It used to be 20 minutes, you know,
This
for the
event would
history
unfortunately
nerds out
completely
there.
solidify Vaevictis Esports as a joke.
Also, if you know
Yeah.
anything about League of Legends, you know that the objective of the game at its core is to take down towers and destroy the enemy team's nexus. Well, despite this literally being the objective of the game, Vaevictis Gaming would go on to destroy their first ever tower in
Oh,
their 11th professional match.
let's
To put their
go.
performance record further into perspective, I want to ask you if you follow any traditional sporting teams on social media.
As you can tell, I am a big fan of the soccer.
Because basically every team's Twitter or Instagram will make some sort of neat graphic at the end of each match,
Oh no.
announcing whether they won or lost.
Oh, no.
Oftentimes showcasing the best player of the night on a win, and
I know
then
where this is
on
going.
the flip side leaving a "we'll get 'em next time" sort of feel on a post announcing a loss. And as of recently, esports teams have taken to this trend as well. And Vaevictis Gaming were no stranger. They ended up posting a total of 11 back-to-back graphics, all of which were announcing that they lost.
Oh
It
no.
took 11 games in a row.
I
for
mean, at least they're
whoever was
taking it in
running
a
their Instagram
stride,
account
right?
to decide that,
Who was that guy?
okay, this whole winning thing isn't gonna happen, is it? And it really didn't. The team ended their competitive career on a historic 28-match lose streak.
Oof.
They actually also participated in a mid-season summer tournament.
Damn.
There they played 6 games and lost them all
Oh.
as well. So if you include those, they actually ended on a 34-match lose streak.
God damn.
And by the way, that's the magic number. 34. It took Riot Games in Russia 34 games to officially remove Vaevictis Gaming from competing in the LCL.
This is so
now,
sad.
you might think that this was a complete disaster
Can we hit
for
the 1,000
Vaevictis
likes?
organization. And I don't know the company's logistics, but some would argue that it was actually a success. Sure, these girls embarrassed themselves at 34 different events, but if the company at all believes in any publicity being good publicity, then they succeeded.
Yeah, I mean, nobody knows who Vaevictis is, nobody knows who LCL is, and now we know. You guys are watching this, you know. If this happened today, these girls, they would all have their own stream, and they'd all be streaming, and they have thousands of viewers, and it wouldn't even matter. It's like going on Dr. Phil, yeah, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, and then everyone goes to subscribe to you on YouTube. Also, if you guys want to see Dr. Phil content, let me know. I love Dr. Phil.
In good publicity, then they succeeded. Because, believe it or not, this
There's a
team
lot of, "I'm gonna be a
actually
YouTuber."
acquired fans. Remember
Hey.
those Instagram posts I talked about earlier? Well, while looking through them, I
Everyone
found a
wants to
lot
root
of
for the
encouraging
underdog at the end of the
comments
day.
coming from Vaevictis supporters. Now, of course, some of these dudes were straight simping, but others appeared
don't
to
say
be
that.
just fans who wanted to support the underdogs. In this case, these fans were supporting a team who would always have almost no chance of winning. But there was still a
Oh,
little
no.
bit of a
Oh, no.
chance, and obtaining just one victory
This
would
is so
make
sad.
everything
1v2
worth
by
it.
the support.
Of course, that never happened. And that's the end of Vaevictis Esports. After being removed from the LCL, the team is now participating in all-female tournaments instead. However, despite all of this mess, I actually
at least
still
you're doing that.
think
That's
the
good for
day
them.
when a female pro comes to League of Legends is actually coming soon. But it will most definitely not come in the form of an entire team built around female players.
That's
because
what I
that's
said.
A gimmick.
Yeah,
Instead,
it's a gimmick.
there will one day be a female player who is at the level of the current professional skill level.
That's what I said, yeah, because it's a gimmick. You can't just base a whole team around a gimmick. You need to have a pro esports player. That's like a 1 in a million already. There are a few.
Crazy of an idea. Just a while back,
He's
a
not
team
wrong.
in Brazil who participates
look at that.
in the Brazilian equivalent of the LCS
There's one right there.
actually signed their first ever female player.
Yeah,
Her
I think
name was
mixing in
Mayumi,
is fine.
and she was a challenger support main. I could talk at length about that situation, but for the most part, it was a quick glimpse of what could happen when the integration of female players is done correctly. And like I said, I believe that this scenario is coming very soon. Come back to this video when it happens. But until then, continue
Come back to
browsing the
this video
internet
when it
safely
happens.
with ExpressVPN.
No, I'm good, thank you. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button, of course. Let me know if you guys want to watch more content like this or something else. Remember, this is the second channel, not the main channel. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all, well, not tomorrow, but when I see you. Peace out.